Yeah, exactly right, guys. A little clarity now after a late night mystery. Turns out this was space junk burning up on reentry. The fireball was visible throughout the Bay Area at about 8 o'clock Thursday night. Calls flooded into our newsroom with people spotting it and wondering if it was a shooting star or something else. The object's origins, turns out, are a lot closer than a meteor from deep space.
Yes, so this was a Starlink satellite that was in a defunct orbit. It was launched back in August of 2020, and it's been in a slowly decaying orbit for a couple of years now. And it finally re-entered the atmosphere last night, and a lot of people saw it.
Engines full power and liftoff. Go.
The satellite was launched years ago aboard a Falcon rocket with dozens of similar satellites. Astronomer Gerald McKeegan said what we saw was the 500-pound satellite breaking up and burning up as it re-entered the Earth's atmosphere.
So this one broke up actually out over the ocean, so there was no danger to anybody on the ground. This satellite weighed about 580 pounds, and it's just a lot of hardware.
The Starlink satellite was part of a growing cloud of man-made objects orbiting the planet. Mike Wall from Space.com said there are plans to put a lot more up there. SpaceX and others planning on launching thousands of more satellites, leaving dozens or even hundreds of more rocket parts in orbit after launch.
Over time, in like 5-10 years, you could have like 75, 80,000 satellites up there. It's just, and that's just, yeah, those are the projects that are just underway now. And as the cost of launch goes down and the cost of like building satellites goes down, I mean, who knows how much more that's going to accelerate like in the future.
And Starlink satellites are relatively small, about the size of a large table. They weigh about 500 pounds, but there are much, much bigger objects in orbit, including the International Space Station, which, guys, is about the size of a football field. Now, our space experts say plans are already in place to deorbit that in 2031 using rockets to help control the reentry and make sure that it drops to the Earth over the Pacific Ocean, because something that big, you're likely to get pieces that actually reach the ground. But boy, with tens of thousands of objects up in the night sky, they're saying that we can expect to see more light shows like we saw last night, guys.
Christian, is there any exact warning about when these space junk sightings could occur, in case folks want to see it, or in case they need to avoid it for safety reasons?
Yeah, there are websites that track these and predict when they're going to come down. You know, at some point it just becomes a matter of arithmetic, orbital mechanics, trying to figure out when these objects are going to re-enter the atmosphere. They have a pretty good sense of where they are going to come down and when they're going to come down. And again, if you want to do your research, you can just type in satellite decay or satellite re-entry. Those websites start popping up so you can start checking for yourself.
Yeah, fascinating, really, to think about how much space junk is up there. All right, Christian Captain live for us in San Francisco. Christian, thank you for the explanation. We appreciate it.